Hi there, Cards on the Table with Vicky. Today I have the concertina card to show you. This is one I've been making for several years now, but this is the simplest, easiest design of the concertina card. It's also called other names. Accordion card is another one I've seen. Different people have different names for it, but this is mine. And these are my measurements. So I'm working in metric, but I do have the imperial sizes for you. The card size is 10 centimeters by 15 centimeters or 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. And the DSP, the designer paper you need, is 28 centimeters by 14 centimeters or 11 inches by 5.5 inches. The paper I'm using is from Flight and Airy, which was in the Celebration paper that we're nearly finished. Finishes tomorrow, I think, is the last day. So after that, it won't be available, but I thought I'd use this. It's very pretty paper. I was taken with the design in here, this little birdhouse, and I have made my own with using that idea. So let's get started. We're going to start with our card base. Again, as you know, I said it was 10.5 by 15 centimeters, and I'm just going to fold that in half if I can get it straight. Actually, I'm going to just bring my cutter over. I'm going to show you what I do. All right, let's bring that down there. So when I'm folding, I'm wanting a score line. I push this up against the edge here of my scoring tool, and then I bring this side over and I'll push it in, and then I just line it up that way. And I use, you can use your bone folder. Oops, there goes one. This one's mine. It's got ink all over it, but it's still fine. So that's how I just get my, it's a little bit off with my cutting there, isn't it? Didn't do a great job. That'll have to do for today. I'll turn it over, we'll never know. There we go. So I've started, here's my card. And I'm going to just use some more of the designer paper for the base. I've just trimmed it down. Let's see if I can get some glue out. I'm really running low on my glue. I should have got another glue stick. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah. Great time to run out of glue. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Here we go. I've got the glue on. And I'm just going to use this designer paper as a mat. For my card, I have created my own little birdhouse. It's just a rectangle, and I made a triangle shape and just trimmed the edge. I've just added some scallop pieces and a bit of extra trims and extra designer paper. And this is going to be mine. My birdhouse. I'm just going to stick that on the front like so. I have a greeting. This one is from, where's this from? This greeting is from Thoughtful Expressions, which is in the Occasions mini. And then just in the front, I have a little bird that I've cut out of the fussy cut out of the designer paper. Oh, that's already come off. Great. It's all sticky. I'm just going to put my little bird here, and I've got a little bit of flowers here. I haven't got just put a little bit here and add my flowers on. Where are they going to go? Going to go here like this. There we go. The little birds peeking out. So this is the front of my card, and that's nice. So now we're going to do the inside of the card. So in the inside we have the concertina. We're going to make the concertina. This, again, I'll just remind you, it's 28 centimeters by 14 centimeters. So you can see it's narrower than the width of your card here, and it's longer. If you're using Imperial, it's 11 inches by 5.5 inches. Right, so I could tell you, I'll just get this concertina card out again to remind you what it looks like. I could tell you each of these score lines, but I'm not going to. I'm going to show you a trick on how to almost half the amount of times you have to score to get these score lines. But I will tell you, and I have got the measurements here, that each of these score lines, these pieces here, are 2 centimeters apart. All right, so they're 2 centimeters apart. If you are working in Imperial, they are 3/4 of an inch. And I do have the measurements. I'm just going to get them out for you. Here they are. Right, so I'll just fold that up. Good. And I'll move my card out of the way, and I'm going to show you my trick. So I'm going to bring my scoring tool over, and I'm going to move the cutter right out of the way. I'm going to bring this down. I hope you can see. Just move them out of the way, and I'll show you the measurements shortly. What I want to do is show you how I do this. So I take the paper. This is the side that I'm going to want to show in my card. So I'm going to fold it over in half. So this is the back side of the card, of the paper, and you can see this is where the fold is. All right, this is the fold side. I'm going to put that in here at the 2 centimeter mark, or if you're doing it in Imperial, it'll be 3/4 of an inch. Put it at 2 centimeter mark, and using my scoring tool, I'm going to do a scoring line. Not too hard, because it is designer paper that you're using. You don't want to cut your paper. So then I'm going to move it along to 4 centimeters, or it will be 1.5 inches. Do another score line. Then I'm going to move it to 6 centimeters again, or 2.25 inches. Then I'm going to move it to 8 centimeters, and that's my last score line, and that's all 3 inches. So 8 centimeters is the last one. Then I'm done with my scoring. I can move my scoring tool away, and I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to show you the next step. So if you're not familiar, we have valley folds and mountain folds. So a valley fold folds down like a V, like a valley, and a mountain fold folds up so that you have a mountain shape. So we are going to start from the right hand side, and we're going to take the first score line and do a valley fold, then a mountain fold. Then we're going to do the next score line, and we're going to bring that in, valley fold, and then we're going to fold it back out to a mountain fold, and valley fold and mountain fold, like making a fan. You know how you make those little paper fans? You're really hot. Valley fold. I'm just trying to find my score line there. Sometimes it's a bit hard to find them. That one was a bit off. That's okay. So that's got a bit of glue on there. Mountain fold. Keep up. All right, keep up, Vicky. All right, and last one, valley fold. And if you're having trouble, I'm actually going to bring it towards me because I can see it clearer. All right, so now you can see I've got my concertina piece, and I've only done those scores. So I'm going to bring them over now so you can just have another look at those. So if you were doing it in the centimeters, in metric, remember you have it folded in half, and you are going to score it at 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 8 centimeters. Then you'll open it up, and starting from the right side, you'll fold down, fold a valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, right to the end till it's all folded up. Same if you're doing it in imperial, it's in 3/4 inches, so it's 3/4 inches, 1.5 inches, 2.25 inches, and 3 inches. This is a lot less scoring than if you're doing, like I'm just going to show you quickly. This is what I started with, writing out every score line. If you were going from one end to the other, there's a lot there. So this just makes it a lot quicker. So, and then we have our piece all done. The next thing we want to do is put it inside our card. So we're going to fold it all the way back up. Remember, you've got to make sure it's on the right side. So make sure you've got the card up the right way. And what we're going to do, fold it back right up. And I'm going to place glue on the left-hand side first. I mean, you can do it on the right-hand side. I'm just right-handed, so this just seems logical to me. And I'm going to place it down, probably about pretty centered. There's a little bit like a little edge on either side, and I'm going to bring it as really close, if you can see, really close to the edge here. But this, I have it folded over because sometimes the designer paper, my folding or my cutting isn't quite accurate, and one side might be a little bit longer than the other and might stick over. So the important thing is that both sides, when they're closed up, aren't sticking out over the edge of your card, but you want it close to the edge of that card on the left-hand side. All right, so while it's closed up, now I'm going to take the other side, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the edges of that, or you can use your double-sided tape or whatever you like. And I'm actually going to close the card up onto it from the back. And you see I'm closing that up. I'm holding that down for a minute to make sure that the glue takes, and then I can open it up and I have my card all done. And that's the inside of your card. Now, when you first start, you might need to encourage this fold a little bit because, you know, it's a new fold. So you can even use your scoring tool there and just get in there and make sure that it's folded. But I can guarantee you, once it's been worked that way a few times, it will definitely fold nicely for you. Then on the inside, I don't do a lot. Here's this one that I did, and I'm going to do a similar thing for this. I'm just going to put a little bit of, shame I'm going to cover up that bird, isn't it? This one here, it's just going to go over the edge of that a little bit, isn't it? Put my greeting in this side, and I've just got a bit of cardstock here to put on this side, and this is for writing your greeting on, if you know, writing anything you want to say on this side, and just your little greeting on the other side. You could put a little border. I'll just show you this one. I've got a little border around this one. I've also used a bit of scrap paper at the bottom. I didn't want to do that with this one. This little piece of card, I think it's 5 centimeters by 11.5, or in inches, that is 2 inches by 4.5. These rulers that I've got inches and centimeters either side, really good to have. If you find they're easy to find in the shops, just look out for ones that've got the imperial and the metric on either side. Really handy. I've got heaps of those. So anyway, that's your card. That's your concertina card, and I'm just going to encourage that to fold correctly for me this time. And you can see it's popping open, but I again assure you that once it's been closed for a while, once it's been open and closed for a while, it will close correctly and nicely. You could definitely put some little diamantes or anything else extra on the card you'd want to add to it. But the thing I wanted to really show you today was the concertina piece. This is a very simple, easy way to do it. Here are the measurements again. I'll just bring them in. I hope I've got them in the right spot so that you can see them. So you've got your card size, your designer paper size. This is your card size, this is your designer paper size, and these are the scoring measurements with the paper folded in half and scored from the center fold. Okay, so I hope that helps you, and I hope you have fun making your own concertina cards, because they are fun to make. All right, catch you later. Bye now.